Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Bachelor Nation news fans. Golden Bachelor star Gerry Turner thought he found love with Theresa Nist on the ABC dating show. He popped the question during the season finale. The two quickly tied the knot in a TV wedding in January 2024. However, they divorced just a few months later. Now, he recently revealed he's dating someone new. He said she reminds him of his ex. Keep reading to find out what he meant by that. Who is Golden Bachelor star dating after divorce? Gerry Turner was a guest earlier this week on the Bachelor Happy Hour podcast. He had a lot to talk about. He shared an optimistic update about his cancer battle. The reality star was diagnosed with a rare form of non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. Gerry isn't the only Bachelor Nation star battling cancer right now. Season 17 Bachelorette Katie Thurston was diagnosed with breast cancer earlier this year. The Golden Bachelor star was diagnosed with cancer around the time he married Theresa Nist, though he didn't go public with the news until December 2024. Many Bachelor Nation fans think of Gerry Turner as a blemish on the franchise after his divorce from Theresa. He told podcast host Joe Amabel and Serena Pitt that he was going to get baseballs thrown at me for dating so soon after the divorce. However, he revealed that he couldn't help falling hard for his new lady love. He declined to say her name, but confirmed that his kids have met her. It was the look that she gave me. It was like, all of a sudden, I was consumed by this look, and I had this actual physical feeling. Gerry revealed about the moment he met his now girlfriend. Gerry Turner's new girlfriend reminds him of ex. Gerry Turner described his feelings for his new girlfriend as love at first sight. Joe Amabel asked if Gerry felt that way with any of his Golden Bachelor contestants. Surprisingly, Gerry said yes, but not with his ex-wife. I think the closest to that was when Faith Martin played the guitar and sang to me on. I think it was the first night she got the first impression rose, Gerry said. Faith Martin did make a major impression on Gerry Turner. However, she ended the season as the third-place runner-up after Leslie Fima and Theresa Nist. Fans hope to see Faith again on Season 10 of Bachelor in Paradise. ABC has already revealed that Leslie will be on the upcoming season. How he told Theresa Nist he was dating again. Gerry Turner reunited with two of his Golden Bachelor contestants at Grant Ellis after the final rose last month, Joan Vassos and Leslie. He said on the Bachelor Happy Hour podcast that he sought advice from his exes on how to tell Theresa Nist that he was dating again. They told him that he should tell her soon. He took their advice and called her the next day. He said they had a nice conversation. Do you think it is interesting that Gerry Turner compared his new girlfriend to Faith Martin and not to his ex-wife? Share your reaction in the comments. Watch Gerry Turner's full appearance on the Bachelor Happy Hour captured hearts as the first ever Golden Bachelor, redefining what it means to find love later in life. His journey was packed with emotion, vulnerability, and jaw-dropping decisions. Fans watched with teary eyes as he gave his final rose to Theresa Nist, only for it to end in heartbreak just months later. But now, Gerry is dating someone new, and insiders are whispering that she bears a striking resemblance to someone from his past. Not Theresa. Not even his late wife, Tony. It's someone no one expected. And what Gerry said about it will leave you stunned. Chapter 1. The new romance no one saw coming. Just when Bachelor Nation thought Gerry Turner was retreating from the spotlight, the 72-year-old was spotted arm-in-arm with a mysterious brunette during a weekend brunch in Charleston. Wearing matching denim jackets, yes, really, the couple sipped mimosas and looked, dare we say, smitten. TMZ was the first to break the story, followed by a flood of blurry photos and anonymous Reddit sleuths zooming in on every facial feature. But the woman wasn't a random fan. She was someone with ties to the franchise, but no rose ceremony in her past. Her name? Veronica Miles, a 68-year-old retired psychologist from North Carolina, and Gerry's friend of a friend. But the Resemblance fans noticed first. "She looks just like Faith," one fan tweeted, referencing Faith Martin, the beloved early frontrunner from Gerry's season. But when asked about the comparison, Gerry gave a completely unexpected answer. "It's funny, she reminds me of my ex, but not in the way everyone thinks," Gerry said in a now viral interview. "She reminds me of Tony." And with that one line, Bachelor Nation lost its mind. Chapter 2, a Tony throwback. Fans will remember how deeply Gerry loved his late wife Tony. He spoke of her often throughout his Golden Bachelor journey, breaking down in tears more than once as he recounted their decades of marriage and her devastating passing. So when he said Veronica reminded him of Tony, it stirred something in his followers, both beautiful and controversial. Because here's the twist, Veronica doesn't look like Tony. In fact, she's practically the opposite: shorter, edgier, outspoken, and not afraid to challenge Gerry's sentimental side. But as Gerry explained it, "She doesn't have to look like her to feel like her. There's something in her spirit, the way she makes me laugh, how she calms me down when I spiral, even how she makes scrambled eggs. It's in the little things." Cue the collective internet sob. But not everyone was on board. Some fans wondered if Gerry was simply replacing Tony with a version 2.0. Others questioned whether he was using the past to justify moving on. Chapter 3, Bachelor Nation's reactions divided. Reddit threads exploded with analysis. One user posted, "If Veronica reminds him of Tony, isn't that kind of weird? Like he's trying to recreate something that's gone." Another fired back, "No way. He found someone who brings him the same comfort and love. Isn't that what everyone wants?" Instagram comments flooded every Bachelor account. Gerry's old castmates even chimed in. Susan Knowles, known for her sass and standout glam, commented, "Love is love, baby. If she reminds him of Tony, that's a beautiful full circle. Let the man live." But Leslie Fema, Gerry's runner-up, offered a cryptic message. "Memories are precious, but chasing ghosts never ends well." Wait, what? Was she talking about Veronica, or still stinging from her own heartbreak? Chapter 4, Veronica Speaks, Kind of. For weeks, Veronica remained silent as speculation swirled. She didn't make any public statements, avoided interviews, and kept her Instagram private. But fans dug up a 2022 podcast she once guested on, about grief and second chances. Her words suddenly felt eerie. When someone loses a partner, it's not about replacing them. It's about allowing someone new to help write the next chapter. They won't erase the last one. They'll just sit beside it on the shelf. Okay, chills. Could Veronica have been foreshadowing her own role in Gerry's life, or was it just a coincidence? Regardless, one thing was clear. She wasn't trying to be Tony. She was just being Veronica. Chapter 5. The Florida getaway that changed everything. Sources close to Gerry say it was a quiet weekend in Naples, Florida that made him realize how much Veronica reminded him of his wife. They were walking along the beach, and Veronica started humming this tune, an old song from the 70s. Gerry stopped dead in his tracks. He told her Tony used to hum the exact same thing while folding laundry. It wasn't planned, it wasn't performative. It was real, and it moved Gerry to tears. A week later, he took her to his favorite breakfast diner in Indiana, the one he and Tony used to visit every Sunday. Veronica didn't blink. She didn't try to overtake the memory. She ordered the same thing Gerry always got: biscuits and gravy, extra crispy bacon. He later told a friend, "I felt like I was in a place that had been frozen in time, and someone finally walked in who understood why I kept the freezer shut." Chapter 6, Theresa Reacts. Theresa Nist, Gerry's short-lived wife and Golden Bachelor winner, took the high road, mostly. In a candid Q&A on her Instagram story, a follower asked, How do you feel about Gerry dating someone who reminds him of his late wife? Her answer? Everyone grieves differently. If he's happy, I'm happy. But I hope he's also being honest, with her and with himself. Subtle shade? Or just cautious wisdom? Another fan asked if she missed him. I miss the idea of us, but the reality, I've made peace with it. Oof, that hit hard. Chapter 7. What happens next? Gerry has remained tight-lipped about whether he sees marriage in the cards again, but he did drop one cryptic tease during a recent podcast appearance. You never expect lightning to strike twice, but sometimes it doesn't have to. Sometimes the second light is softer, but steadier. Is Veronica that steady light? Bachelor producers have reportedly reached out to Gerry about doing a televised follow-up, perhaps even a golden wedding if things get serious again. But a source close to the couple says they're not rushing anything. Gerry's taking his time. He's learning how to be in love without guilt, and Veronica's been incredibly patient. Chapter 8. Can you ever really move on? At its heart, Gerry Turner's story isn't about replacing someone. It's about finding room in a heart that's already loved deeply. Veronica may remind him of Tony, not because she imitates her, but because she brings out the same version of Gerry that Tony once did, joyful, safe, grounded. And maybe that's the best kind of reminder. The kind that doesn't compete with the past, but walks beside it, hand in hand. Final thought. Gerry Turner may have handed out his final rose on screen, but off-screen, his heart is still blossoming. And whether or not Veronica is the one thing is clear: love stories don't end at 70, they just get wiser.